Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while without speaking to you guys, and I apologise for that. However, I'm back, I'm ready. I've got the new Eco Lifestyle pack, and yeah, I'm ready to show you guys what I've sort of been doing while I've not been on camera as much anymore. I've built a few builds with this pack so far, so I've kind of got an idea of what there is. It's more like the unlockable furniture that we get. You'll see in this build I do sometimes go through things and think like, oh, I haven't seen this and haven't seen that. And it is mainly the things that you can make yourself as a crafter. They're the things I haven't really seen so much. But as I've got all the cheats on this build, to unlock all the other furniture, I sort of get carried away with having a little look through the catalogue. So yeah, as you can see, the main shape of the house is sort of taking shape now. Sort of figured out what I wanted to do with it. The idea was literally as it looks, a bunch of containers whacked together and somehow managing to fit a kitchen, a sofa and a bed in there and a toilet. So yeah, I want to know how you guys are finding the new pack. Are you liking it? Are you not? Is it what you expected, or is it a little bit different? Like, I think everybody had sort of their own little idea of what this was going to be, and I know for a fact I did not expect what the final product was at all. I couldn't have called it. So yeah, it was just a bit, I don't know, it was a bit bizarre for me. Like, I'm not really used to building in this style, but I'm glad that it's here and that I can get used to it and get out my comfort zone a little bit more. So yeah, just as you can see, just finalising little things, putting some lighting in, putting some furniture in now, and just sort of getting the feel for the place and starting to place little things everywhere. I don't know if you've noticed already, but my building style is way out there. I just put random things everywhere. I'm jumping back and forth. Like, I can't just do one room at a time, because I'll see something in the catalogue and be like, oh, I want that. You know, I'll pop that over there for later so I don't forget about it, or so I don't lose it, because I can never find things that I want in the catalogue. It's funny how we always say we want this and we want that, but then when it comes to actually finding things you want, you can never find them anyway, because there's so much stuff in there. By the way, if you can hear that background noise, it is my fan. I've actually got the fan on in my room and I'm sat right next to it because I'm boiling today. So yeah, as you can see, I'm sort of like halfway through the kitchen area now. Yeah, right, I do like this kitchen. I was just a little bit disappointed in the fact that we didn't get any new kitchen items from the pack. Even if it was like, let me think. Even if it was, I can't think of the word. What is the word? Like a microwave and a kettle and things like that, like an appliance. That was it. So I was a bit annoyed that we didn't even get kitchen appliances. I thought I used less energy or things like that. I haven't actually tried to upgrade any of them, so you probably can upgrade them. Everything I'm probably saying right now is invalid, because you can just edit the existing objects into energy saving products. But anywho, I always jump to conclusions, so I change now. So yeah, so I'm just finishing off putting a bit of clutter in the kitchen. I do love a bit of clutter. Sometimes I hate putting it in my game, but I think once I can get past that ball ache, shall I say, of finding what I want and finding the right way to do it, then I am quite proud of it. I do think kitchens, especially kitchens, look better with a bit of clutter in there. So yeah, I am absolutely loving that gold, the little plant pot you just seen me put in the corner there. Absolutely loving that. There's some really nice items in this pack. Yeah, overall I'm actually really pleased, and I do think it's worth the money. For build and buy items especially, as I'm 9 times out of 10 a builder. It's not very often I play. I tend to play the actual game off screen. I'm not really into doing let's plays. I've thought about it, but we'll see if that actually happens or not. Whereas when I record, I tend to always build. I like to share ideas with you guys or get ideas off you guys by watching your YouTube channels. So yeah, that's it really. I'm just figuring out what to do in the garden area because I just wanted to add a little bit more jazz, a little bit more plants, make it very, very eco looking. As you can see, I'm just extending. I'm about to extend this area at the top, just to put a little seating area at the top as well, because I thought that would be quite nice instead of being closed in at the bottom and having no real sunlight and things like that. So just a couple of deck chairs up there, a couple of lights and plants and whatnot, make it look a little bit nicer. You can obviously chill in the pool if it's a hot day, and then you can come down, have a barbecue in the evening and sit under there where it might be a little bit warmer and you've not got the wind in your face so much. So yeah, I kind of thought about this build a little bit differently. I kind of tried, I always try to imagine my builds with me in them, but this one more so. So I tried to build a different style to what I'd usually build, and figured out that I wouldn't like that, so I sort of just tweaked it to make it so I would, hence the high fences. Like, I'm a privacy girl, I love my privacy. Like, if you gave me some big open windows like the ones that are in here now, I probably wouldn't like that, or I'd probably just have the curtains shut most of the time because I'm a little hobbit like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I like to go out with my friends, but when I'm chilling in my house, I want to be chilling in my house. Like, I don't like the thought that people can see in. But I suppose it comes down to the fact that I'm a big scaredy cat. I don't like the thought that people can see me and I don't know about it. Hence, like, I stopped watching horror films and things like that. So yeah, going off subject there, sorry guys. As you can see, I'm just sorting out the floor plan upstairs now to try and fit 2 bedrooms in. Yeah, I'm liking it actually, because you can have either 1 child or 2, well, child, teen, toddlers, whatever. Maybe not toddlers because I've only got the ladders, but teens or children, you could have 2 in that room, or you could just take a bed out if they wanted to be greedy and have more things, and just have the 1 in there. And then you've got the adult's bedroom at the side of the house, at the edge of the house, which is really, really large, but it was so nice that I couldn't not give them that space. I thought, you know what, you're working hard, you're saving the planet, you're, you know, saving on your bills and whatnot, you deserve some space. So yeah, I'm just going to be sorting their room out now, the parents' room. I do put a little bit of clutter in there, but I think less is more sometimes. So whereas like with kitchens and things like that, I love the clutter because it makes it look more real. I think sometimes bedrooms look nicer when they don't have so much clutter in, especially a parent's room, because they're more tidy, whereas kids' rooms you can get away with the clutter a little bit more. You can see me jumping between rooms now because I'm finding things that I didn't find before. So sorry if I give you whiplash, or no, whiplash isn't the word. What's the word? Like motion sickness. Sorry if I give you guys motion sickness or anything. So yeah, this is where I found the wardrobe. Now, I haven't seen that wardrobe before until I built this. I think it was yesterday I built it. No, it was today. Was it today or was it last night? I can't remember. But early hours this morning I built this house. So yeah, I just found that and I was a bit like, oh, like, I haven't seen this before, and I'm going through and whatnot. And the same with like the chair that I put in the corner. Those are more the items that I didn't really see. This is where I put a toddler bed in and then realised that toddlers can't get up the ladders. So I had to take it out and put another kid's bed in there. But it broke me to get rid of that toddler bed because I love those toddler beds. They are so cute. I could just imagine having my own little child and putting them to bed in there. That is really, really cute. So yeah, you'll see me switch that out later on when I realise. So yeah, there's a couple of things that I did actually forget to put in this build, but before I upload it to the gallery, because as I'm talking to you guys now, it's not on the gallery, but it will be when this video goes live and you're actually watching it. So I think I put in, what did I put in? I put an inside bin, an outside bin, a post box, and something else. I can't remember what the last one was, but there was something else that I forgot to put in, but I do put in. But they will all be in it by the time I upload it to the gallery. So you won't have to go around and think like, oh my god, where did she put her rubbish and how did she get her bills and all that stuff. So yeah, so I was really happy with this build overall. I'm just adding in some, well, I tried to add in that activity table for the adults, but I do end up getting rid of it. I think I put a fish, oh no, the hamster, yeah, I put the hamster there for the kids. And just make that place like a little extension on their bedroom. So I do put the little dollhouse in there at some point, and their little hamster. I must say though, out of all my builds, there's always one little area that I just love, and every build has got a different area. It's never the same area all the time, but this one is the little office area that I do right at the, that was it. That's the last thing I changed. So you'll see when I do the office area in a minute, I do a little trick with the new shelf that came in Eco Living. The big hanging shelf, and I make that at the desk that the laptop goes on, and you'll see it's in the living room. It's on the other side of the room that we're on now, and I think I do it pretty soon. Can't quite remember, but I think it's coming up in a minute. But yeah, I absolutely adore that area. So yeah, little Miss Chatterbox today. I tell you, I've never been this confident, or well, I'm not confident at all, but I've never been this chatty on a channel on a voiceover before. So hopefully I'm just sort of getting on with it and getting used to it. Yeah, just finding the right things to go with. I was kind of coming away from the vibe that I wanted, so I started getting more things in there that I wanted and sort of making it less as I would have built a different house, like a suburban and things like that. I was like, I need to get away from that, use different items to what I would usually use. So this is a computer area that I absolutely adore. Now what I do on the video is I put a little bedside table under there so you can't see the counter. So I tried with the boxes and that didn't work. So then I put a toy box, that didn't work. They go up there, and then I put in the bedside table, the white IKEA looking one, but the lighting was playing up, so they weren't all the same shade, and I thought I could live with that a little bit and change the lighting, which you will see me try and do. However, that wasn't working because life is never that easy. So off screen I do go and I find a different item to put there, and I actually use the kitchen cupboards that go on the wall. I used one of those. I found it in like a white or a light greyish sort of swatch to match with everything else, and I popped them right at the bottom, still on the wall but right at the bottom so you can't see it as much, and that seems to look really like a lot better. The light wasn't reflecting off it in different colours and whatnot, which is the biggest bugbear of mine, because like I have white furniture in my bedroom and it doesn't all look a different colour because of where the light is. It just all looks white. So yeah, I'm a little bit disheartened at that as well. Like it does annoy me a little bit, but like I say, I just find something else. So yeah, it's kind of like the main sort of area's been done now really. I'm just looking through to see what objects I can find. Like you can see me pulling everything out and having a good look at it and seeing what I could do with it. And if I'm honest with you, I just got a little bit carried away. Just sort of looking at all the new things that I haven't seen before. I'm not necessarily new to the game or new in the debug menu, but just things that I just haven't come across before. Really, I should be doing that off camera. But does anyone have any tips as well for the debug menu? Because obviously you can't search what you want through the debug, you can just search debug. So if anyone's got any tips on how they find things they want quickly, if you could please comment them below or message me on my Twitter, which will be linked below as well. If you could just send me a message or comment or whatever, and just give me a little bit of advice on how you find things. If you find them easier, you might have the same problem I do. So yeah, like that would, I would really appreciate that, because that's what takes up most of my time when building things like this, when I use the debug, which is why I don't often use debug that much, is because I just get lost in it and get a little bit sidetracked and start shopping for other things. So yeah, just adding a bit of clutter to the living room. Look, bringing the bags back upstairs again, back down to the living room, and just adding some nice little bits and bobs in there to make it look a little bit more welcoming. So yeah, that's it really. We're almost at the end of the video. I think we've only got a couple of minutes left. Just trying to figure out, I struggle, and I don't know why I do it to myself, but I really struggle with decorating hallways. I try not to have hallways, or very short ones, so you can't really furnish them, because it's sort of like my little cheap way to get out of furnishing hallways. So I just whacked a couple of bits in there, a couple of skill building objects and whatnot, and tried to ignore the fact that I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. So yeah, that was it pretty much. Just finishing off the pool area. I wanted it to look like you'd literally just cut the top off of a container and just filled it, just left the hose pipe in there for a couple of days and filled it. And I really like that effect actually, because I've never done anything like that. Obviously we haven't had wallpaper swatches for a container house, but I've never sort of done it where it looks natural and open. I've always done like a polished backyard swimming pool. I don't put them into the actual build very often at all. I never do an inside pool, which is something I might do. Again, if you want to see that, if you want to see me put a pool inside and do like a bigger, posher house with a swim pool in the basement or something, or yeah, just let me know in the comments below. Let me know any suggestions, any comments, any advice. And yeah, I think we're near enough done. I think I'm just, again, finding little objects that I've forgotten last minute. However, I still forgot the bin. And it looks like we're pretty much done now. Oh, it's landscaping, yeah. So just adding some flowers, and then it will be the end of the video. So big thumbs up if you liked it, and please feel free to subscribe and push that bell button to get all the notifications of when I post, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.